You know, I was thinking about this, and the MMA world is such a brutal sport. And what I mean by brutal is that one day, you can be the champion and everybody loves you. The fan loves you, the girl loves you, you're getting all the money and there's nobody that can talk to you. And then the other day, you lose a fight and just in a heartbeat, everybody hates you. The fans hate you, they're calling you dumb, they're calling you trash, they're saying even that you're washed and you should retire. And right now in the UFC, this is what we're kind of witnessing with the legendary Israel Adesanya and the legendary Kamaru Usman. Unfortunately, both of those guys has lost 3 of their last fight. And my question is what's next for them? But before I continue, please make sure to subscribe to my channel, to like and comment the video, and don't forget to follow me on my Instagram page. It is so crazy because back in 2018-2019, Israel Adesanya, Kamaru Usman, and Francis Ngannou were all 3 considered like the 3 kings of Africa. But unfortunately, everything comes to an end. Back in 2021, Izzy was facing his longtime rival for the first time in the octagon, Alex Pereira. And unfortunately for Izzy, he lost the title. But then, in a rematch, Izzy was able to regain his title with one of the craziest knockouts that I've seen in my life. But then, he lost the title again against Strickland. And since that loss against Strickland, everything went downhill. Izzy tried to regain his title against the South African Dricus du Plessis, but unfortunately, he lost by submission. And then he tried again to bounce back in a fight against Nassourdine Imavov, but he got KO'd. And right now, if I'm not mistaken, Izzy is 36, 37 years old. And like I said in one of my previous videos, 36, 37 years old is around that age when you start to rethinking of what you should do with your career. Should you keep pursuing that dream of being a champion, or should you just be happy with what you did and move on? We're seeing this with John Jones, we're seeing this with Dustin Poirier, we're seeing this with Conor McGregor, and a lot of fighters. Me personally, as a huge fan of Israel Adesanya, I like to see him fight. I like his fighting style. I believe personally that he is one of the best strikers in the UFC. Plus, I will always love to see another African brother succeed. But if he decides to come back for another UFC fight, I will tune in like I always do. But if he also decides that it's a wrap, I'm not gonna be mad at him. Because he has been a champion, he has dominated for so long. And like I said, unfortunately, every good thing comes to an end. Kamaru Usman, who has been the champion of the welterweight division, he has faced some solid guys like Colby Covington, Tyron Woodley, Leon Edwards, and many more. But unfortunately for Usman, his reign as a champion came to an end when he lost to Leon Edwards in one of the brutal knockouts that I've seen. And after this knockout, everything went downhill. He came back for a rematch against Leon, he lost by decision. And then he came back again and fought Khamzat Chimaev on short notice, and then he lost again, unfortunately. Now I'm wondering, at 38 years old for Kamaru Usman, is this really the end? Me personally, I would like to see Usman come back into the octagon. He is so fun to watch. He is a tremendous fighter. Plus, I know that there's Joaquin Buckley who has called out Usman multiple times. And this fight could be very interesting because Joaquin Buckley right now, he is rising in the welterweight division. He did a tremendous performance against Colby Covington in his last fight. So a fight between Buckley and Usman right now could be very interesting. Also, if Usman is able to get the job done against Buckley, this victory could potentially put him in a conversation against Belal Muhammad for a title shot. Kamaru Usman and Belal Muhammad, both of them exchanged a lot of heated word on social media. Plus, apparently, Enver Cejudo said that him and Usman invited Belal to their podcast, and apparently Belal and Kamaru Usman threw hands on the podcast. Yeah, they fought on the podcast. So a fight between Usman and Belal could be very interesting. Maybe Usman could be the guy that will be able to dethrone Belal for the title. So I want to know from you guys, what should happen next with Israel, the last Stylebender Adesanya, and Kamaru, the Nigerian nightmare Usman. So that's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Please make sure to subscribe to my channel, to comment on this video, to like, and don't forget to follow me on my Instagram page, and see you next time.